Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm back. The journal cover is dry and ready, and oh my gosh, it turned out really good. So this is our cover. There's a video of me making that, and you can find that in the description box down below. And I have the 4 signatures that we have put together using a variety of papers. Now I did grab some more of the of these papers, and they're blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. Now I'm gonna probably end up having to do something with them later to make them match better. But let's go ahead and see if I can find a place where I might want to put them. So I'm going to put, this one's going to get a full sheet. Okay, if we go full sheet right there, yeah. Now, if you might not know, but I really like to have graph paper in my journals for project ideas, for working with, doing project kind of things. So so taking that into consideration, I'm doing that. Okay, I think we'll go with right here. Okay, this is going to be the inside cover. That'll be the second. We'll come over here. Oh, we did have 4. Okay. Yeah, I think I want 4 full sheet ones. You see that they do have lined paper, and the lined paper is going to be going up and down. And so that usually bothers me. Oh, this one has some. It has some. So was there one that needed, like, you know what? This is the first one. Let's give it 2 pages. Okay, so it's going to get 2 graph pages, just like that. And you're going to be able to see them. Okay, so this is how I'm planning to put it in. This can go back in the stack. Okay, I have 4 signatures that we have gotten ready, and I have a 2.5-inch spine. So you know what, let's go ahead, and this one had a rip on one side, but we'll go ahead and use this. And we'll cut, let's see, what does it look like at 2.5? That's what I was thinking, is that you probably get, see how you've got this little piece? You're going to get that little piece over here on this side too. Okay. Okay, so remember, I built a spine on this. I did not use the spine of the cereal box. I built a spine. Okay, let's see. Put it in there. It's in. Okay, now the next thing we're going to need to do is I'm going to pull this to the top. Okay, that is the front. Yes. Okay, pull it to the top. Now I need to write top. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So perfect. It's going to have 12. And I really like that our little, we end up with the little piece on both sides. So should have no trouble using the squares. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go up, and then I need to because he really should have one that's the same length. This one is obviously smaller, so it's going to be okay if I go down my center. I'm going to go down one hole or one square. Okay, actually we'll go down 1.5. So this is what I'm going to consider my center of the journal. Okay, from here. And I know that I'm going to want a 5-hole punch. So there's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll be good. We're going to go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I got dizzy there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now remember, I'm going to use the top up here. I'm going to be leveling this with the top. And so I went ahead and I started down a little bit. Okay, so now to use this inside here, I'm just going to have to look. I'm going to go ahead and, so after I have put my holes in here, I'm going to cut this piece off, and then I can use the top here. Okay, that's how I'm going to do this, and that should put me in the middle. I probably have you totally confused. Normally, you use a piece that's the right length, you fold it in half, and you count your spaces out. Now I need to figure out, I have 4 signatures, okay? So I'm going to be putting 2 on each side. I have 6 and a little bit. So if I go 1.5, if I give this one a full 1, I'm gonna play up here. Give this one a full 1.5. No, we're gonna put 2 on each side. Go in 2, go in 2. We don't quite have 2. Go in 1.5. 1.5. Okay. I'm going to go in 2 from here, okay, and mark it. And I'm going to come in 1.5 from the outside. That's going to give more fluff room here, in here. Okay, because you're putting 2 together in this area, and they're going to come in like this. Okay, so imagine this is where your signature is, okay, and it's going to get to fluff out, and this one's going to get to fluff out. Okay, so this side we're going to go over 2, and we're going to come in 1.5. And we're going to come down to this next one, come in 1.5, come over 2, come in 1.5, come over 2, go 2, 2, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 2. Okay, So now when I'm putting the holes through for the spine here, I'm not putting it on this center line. The center line is to use over here. It was also to use to measure what we're going to do. So next I need to clip this. Okay, we're going to clip this down. Okay, and I know I want it to go all the way to the top, and I want it to be in between. All the way to the top. Okay. So some people will go ahead and they will have already put their journal together in the very beginning. That is not how I choose to do it, because some of the pages that I'm doing, I want to do things to them. And so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use my little thumb pokey tool. And I do that because I have thumb issues and I am able to control this. Okay, where I really struggle with the with an awl, being able to control it. So for safety, this is my choice. My pokey tool of choice is a little push pin. Okay, so remember, staying away from that middle piece and just doing the 4 outside pieces. I'm going out and I'm going through both the pieces of cardboard and both pieces of fabric. And I'm doing the little roundy round thing to hopefully make the hole so that I can easily stitch in it. Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and do these on my, using my template here. Make sure we're at the top. Okay. And then we're going to be putting in 4 signatures. So I'm going to show you how to put in the first one. And I'll show you how I get ready to do the second one, because it's pretty much the same. It's kind of like watching, you know, paint dry. You watch somebody do the same thing. However, it can be kind of comical, because I have done things like put the signature in upside down, forget to put the signature in the book at all, and just kind of close it up over there. Not even in the little book. Yeah, done a lot of, had a lot of fun little mistakes along the way. Yeah. So, and I have accidentally put a hole in the center before. You name it, I have done that mistake. Upside down, backwards. Part of it didn't go in the journal. Had the strings break, tied in knots. Finished the journal and part of the string was hanging over the side. All those things. So I used to bind all the journals, and the Patreons were the only ones that got to see that. But you know what? They weren't watching it, so, and it's very nerve-wracking for me. So I stopped doing it. Now, on a more than one signature, I like to start with the back signature. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, we had that other, this one. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it between the, oh, that's lots of graph papers in here. Okay, Okay, so this is the last signature, and let's go ahead and make sure my papers are where I want them. So some of the floating papers, like I want to make sure that this is in line with all those. So that's looking good. Now this one, we are going to go ahead and open this up, and this is where this is supposed to get put in. Now remember I said this is it. I was like, that looks like a different one. No, it's the right one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this off, and then I can still use the top piece, and it will be a little bit shorter down. Now the most important thing is that all 4 of these, this is even, so that your signatures are even inside. Okay, grab us some paper clips, and if I have a short piece in here, I want to make sure that my paper clip is holding that. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and very simply, there we go. Then we'll fold this and make sure we're nice in there. And these can go in the trash. Oh, we might use that. Okay, so I'm going to again use the pokey tool. In and round and round. In and round and round. In, watch your fingers that are behind it, and round. Flip it over. In, round and round. In, round and round. Take your template out, and you are ready to add your thread. I'm going to go ahead and use this thread, and it's crochet thread that I have in my stash. 2, and I'm going to count 3, and I go overboard a little, and I add a little extra because to me it's way better to have too much than too little. I'm going to use my needle. It's an easy threading needle. I get these at the Dollar General. I've also gotten them from Temu. And you just go ahead and do that. And if your eyes have gotten older, or just it's hard to thread a needle, I highly recommend those. Okay, so I've gotten them from Temu, and I've gotten several from Dollar General. Okay, so now we've got an interesting thing over here. Is I can't see where my holes are. Okay, there's a hole. So is that my middle? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the pokey tool, and this one, I've got that hole. I've got this hole. And I've got this hole. I'm going to make them so I can see them, you guys. There's one there. And there's one there. Okay, so then we're going to go across, and we have this one. I'm going to get ready for the next one. Have them. Okay, I can see them now. I just needed to get my eyes adjusted to that floral pattern. Boy, I could not see them when I first looked. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to start on the inside, and I'm going to go ahead and go through here. Now remember, this was my flip-flop, and I made it so that it closes over here, but I also knew that this was going to be the center of my signature. Okay, so I'm doing the outside, so I'm looking for my hole on the outside lane here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it through. And I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to leave. Now, this is a 4. I probably want insurance. Because so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie this paper clip on here, and that'll just make it so that it won't pull through. Okay, because that's another thing that I've had happen is in moving things around, up and down, sideways and around, I ended up pulling it through. I'm going to put the thread over there so it's out of my way. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so we've made it through, and now we're going to come up to the next one that is up here. And now I can see the top hole, but I cannot see my second hole. It's probably right there in the middle of the chenille. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here, and actually let's use the go up, find the hole right there. Okay, so I can take this, and sure enough, look at there, it's right in the chenille. So I can go ahead and put my needle right up against there and hopefully be able to get through. Ah, I came undone. Okay, let's see. I can see it now. See, I can see the hole. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do one signature, and then I'll do the other ones. And okay, so there's that one. Okay, see, and I'm leaving them a little open over here so that I can move things around. Okay, now we're pretty open right here, and I don't want it open on the back side. Okay, and I want to make sure that this is clear. Okay, so okay, so we've done our first 3. Okay, we got our first 3. So now I'm going to come back in through that one that we had to go looking for. So I'm going to find that hole again, and I'm going to come back through that hole. Now, because I am coming in right alongside a previous threaded spot, there. Okay, I'm going to pull this through, and then I'm going to pull this through also, and make sure that make sure we did not catch on that thread. And then I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go through. Okay, I'm going to pull it through, and you see I caught on that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this and make sure that I don't have any I've pulled it through. I'm going to take it off the needle. This is the easiest way to do it and the fastest. And another reason that I use these easy threading needles is this used to really, really bother me when this would happen, because that meant I was going to have to take it off and re-thread the needle. So I'm just going to pull my thread through, okay, where it went through, and it's going to happen. Your needle is going to catch on it, and it's going to happen. Okay, so we've cleaned that up, and so it's very important to check with each time that you go through, because yeah, each time you go through, because if you wait till the end and then you're putting it all together and it has compromised like that somewhere, it's just not fun. Okay, so now this one, since we went that way, I'm going to pull this way. Okay, I'm going to pull it this way, and then I'm going to put this through, and hopefully that's going to keep me from catching on it. I'll go alongside of it. Okay. So see how that caught? One time I did a whole journal, and when I got to the end, I had caught on something. Okay, so this is my other piece that went through, and I'm just going to make sure that we're flowing through here freely. I'm going to pull this up. That's my layered belly band right there, and it ended up right underneath my flip-flop. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to pull this again. I'm going to pull it to the, I'm going to call it north of the book, the top of the book. Okay, then we'll go ahead and pull through, and again I'm going to pull it back and forth and make sure that nobody's stuck. Okay, nobody is stuck. So we can pull it this way and that way, and we're good. Okay, now we get to go down here and find the next one. Okay, so easiest way we have discovered is to take a little pokey, bring it over, and that's going to show me where the hole is. Okay, and because I made a good size hole, I should be able to find it just like that. Okay, then we're going to open this. And we're going to go through there. And we're going to go through here. The other thing I've done is I've accidentally come over and put it through this hole instead of that hole. So, I mean, there's so many things that can happen. And most of them have happened to me when I've been making them. More than once. Some of the things I have put things in place so it hopefully won't happen as often. Okay, so we're good there. So we have one place to come through, and that is this one right here. And I'm going to come to the left. Try to come to the left because we went to the right going in the other direction. Okay, so pull it. Now we'll pull this through. Okay, we look like we're good with that one. Okay, now we've got all this. I need to tighten all of this up. Okay, so this was the first place that we went in and we came out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one nice and tight. Okay, and then I'm also going to check here that it's nice and tight. Then we'll come over here and we'll pull. And then we'll come down here. We're going to pull that through. We're going to look. We're looking good over here. And then we pull this one through. And careful when you're pulling, because I've also pulled these and broken the strings before. Okay, so now I have, this one is in. And so the next thing I'm going to do is this thread is on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. This is how I do it, okay? I'm struggling to see the string. That's really weird. Okay, well, plus remember I have this flip-flop going on here, so okay, but I'm trying to get underneath this string with the needle. Okay, yeah, we'll pull it up, go under it, there we go. Okay, so I'm going under and pull and make sure we're good, and then I'm going to tie this. Tie it once, tie it twice, and on this one I'm going to let my strings come down. Okay, and check everything one more time. Okay, and we can go ahead and undo these. Okay, so that is your first one. Now the next thing that I do is I go through and I do what I call break the paper. So this just makes it so that when you go and you have all the pages in here, these have all been laid down so that it's going to be easier to use the journal. Okay, so there's my flip-flop. So now I'm doing the other side. Okay, so that my fold is kind of on the other side. And you see, we've got quite a few pages in here. Here's our 6-pack. Here's the double graph paper. Makes for a great place to do have a project. We've got onion skin dyed paper in here, and napkin covered paper and digital. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with this one, getting it prepared so that it's out of my way, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it down. Okay, that just keeps it out of my way when I get ready to put in the next one. So I'm going to come over here. This is my first, this is my second, this is the next one that's going to go in. I'm going to do all those things again. I'm going to open it up. Actually, first I'm going to check and make sure my papers are lined up the way that I want them lined up. Make sure nobody is upside down, like your writing is in the right way, your numbers, your bird is heads up, all those things. Okay, that's what I'm checking here. Got some more onion skin dyed paper there. And so this one is going to come and it's going to have this envelope is its insert. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I am in here good. And then remember, I talked about sometimes you have some things in here that are shorter, and so we use the long pieces, okay, to help hold it, because we do need it to stay in place. Okay, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to use the long side of these paper clips. And you can see they're just barely going to hold this. Okay. Oops, I'm on the wrong side here. Okay, so pull this over. Yeah, it's not even gonna get that one. How about this way? Can I reach it from the side? Because you can also use the side. Yeah. Okay, so this time I'm going to be closing this envelope, and so I've opened it up so that the signature is going to go inside there. Okay, so just like last time, we're going to go ahead and grab our string, measure it 1, 2, 3, and some extra for insurance. We'll add insurance to the end. That just keeps it from going through. Okay, and then I'll... Oh, what are we missing, you guys? What didn't I do? What's missing? I'll fix it here in a moment, but what are we missing? We're going to go ahead and I'll give you a couple seconds to figure it out. Okay, so taking that thread out. Again, I'm using my easy threading needles. I get these at Dollar General, and I've gotten them from Temu. I think they even said like senior needles or something like that. If you saw that video, that was really funny, my haul video. Okay, so what we're missing is the template. And so again, with the template, now this is really important. This is the, look at, I would have had it upside down, you guys. So this is the front. And we're going to go ahead and fold this and put this down inside. We want to make sure that we've got the top up at the top. And then we're going to go ahead and put our paper clips holding it. Paper clips holding it. Come down, do the same thing down here. And here. Okay, so it's in. Then I'm going to fold and make sure that it's inside the middle. Make sure that the top is lined up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my pokey tool, just like we did last time. Poke, poke, poke. And the roundy round makes it so that, so you can find the hole and get the needle in and out of it. I like to use the smallest needle that I can thread when I make these, okay? That's my personal preference. Okay, so just like we did before, we're going to start with that center piece. We're going to get things out of my way so I don't have the needle going through them. And I'm going to go ahead and start right here. And remember, we've got to find the middle hole. There it is, right there. Okay, and we're going to do it all over again. Okay, but this time we have a signature already in. Okay, so that makes it all the things make all the things a little bit more difficult. They don't have to though, right? Okay, so there we go, and then we'll go up and through and back and through, and I'll tie it, and we'll have the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 3 signatures in, and I'll be back, and we'll take a look at what we got. I'm going to do this a little different than I usually do. I'm going to put the front signature in next so that I can put that down, because I won't be able to hold 3 signatures down. Usually I only do 3 signatures. So yeah, so just so you know, I did signature 4, signature 3. I'm going to put in signature 1, and then I'll put in signature 2. Okay, so we are all bound. And so let's take a look. I have broken the paper, and I'll count the pages while we take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we have at least our 60. 31, 32. I'm not going to count that. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Not going to count. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. This is a flip-flop and it will connect over here. So that's 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. So 186 pages front and back. You can see we still have a whole lot of room, but we do have more embellishments to add. And so we will be working on that in the next videos. So yeah, so we have our cover. It has worked out really well. We have our 5-hole pamphlet stitch, 4 signatures, and over 180 pages. Okay, so lots of journaling space in this one, it looks like. Okay, and so yeah, so our flip-flop is done, the double tuck is done, the double edge pocket is done, the double corner pocket is done in there, the belly band is done in there. So the cover is now done. So yeah, so our next video, we'll go ahead and we'll start by checking off the list of what we need, what we have left that we need, and what I need to use still. I've used trash, I've used fabric, which was remnants, I've used unused paper. I think I've used my hoarded item. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. I'm really happy with what we've got going on here. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow. Don't forget, the digitals are available in the Dear Julie Etsy shop every Friday. We have a party here at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time with prizes. You do need to be here for those prizes, except for the Do the Thing, which is commenting on any Dear Julie video during the week. And we do a drawing for one sheet digitals for that. The first one that you win is the mini postcard, the page of mini postcards, and then you can cut them up like I've done there and have them ready to use. So looking forward to seeing what you do. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. We have a live chat. Bye. Bye-bye.